Hi, this is Kim. I'm here to show you how to register for the 2019 CN cycle for CHEO. So the first thing you want to do is open up a web browser, and in the address bar you're going to go to www.cncycle.ca. Once you're there, you're going to click on the Register Now button, which will bring you to our registration page. And at this point, if you've made a donation or you've registered for an event with us before, we will already have your information on file. So all you have to do is click onto the Login to your account link, which will pre-fill most of the fields such as your address, your email address, everything else below. You'd enter in your email address you used, as well as the password you created. But at this point, if you've forgotten your password, you just have to click on the Forgot Password link, which will prompt you to enter in your email address before clicking on the Reset My Password button, which will in turn send an email out to you with instructions on how to reset your password. In this instance, though, we're going to register as a first-time participant. So you'd enter in your first name and your last name, the email address you'd like us to use to contact you, and create a simple password that you won't forget. Click on the Continue to Next step, and at this point you're going to choose the participant type that you want to register as. So as an adult, being 12 and older, you're going to choose either to be an adult fundraiser or a registration fee paid. So the difference between the two is that for an adult fundraiser, you're not going to be prompted to enter in any credit card information during your registration. You're just promising to fundraise a minimum of $60 in order to have your registration fee waived. If you choose to pay the registration fee, you're going to be prompted for your credit card information during the registration process, and your registration will be all taken care of. You can choose to fundraise on top of that if you'd like. Basically, it's the same thing for a child fundraiser versus a child registration fee paid. Obviously, the difference is the registration fee is a little bit lower for children. And your fifth option is to become a volunteer fundraiser. What this means is that you're choosing not to participate in the event. You've already volunteered to help us out with the event, but you're also going to fundraise for us as well. So for this example, we're going to choose to be an adult fundraiser. And once we've chosen our participant type, we get to choose the role that we want to take. So we have three choices. We can choose to just register for the event as an individual, we can choose to join a team, or we can choose to create a team. So if you'd like to join a team, that team will already have to have been created in the system already. So you would join the team and you would search for the team you want to join. So obviously the captain at this point of the team or somebody else on the team will have told you the team name, so you know who you can join. Or you can choose to create a team. I would suggest you only do this if you have 5 team members or more that are going to be on your team. And with this, it allows you to have a team page as well as your individual fundraising pages. So for this example, we're going to choose to register as an individual, and we're going to continue to the next step. So this is where we enter in all of our registration details. We're going to enter in a fundraising goal. I'm going to choose $500 because that's the amount I need to fundraise in order to get one of those sweet jackets. I'm going to choose not to make a donation during my registration. I'm going to choose my shirt size. Again, I can pick any size I want. It's not written in stone. I can go and change that later on if I find that the shirts are too small or too big. I'm going to choose the event that I can comfortably finish before noon, so I'm going to choose the 35K. These are already checked off, but this just makes sure that you're aware that if you're cycling, you have to wear a approved safety helmet, as well as if you're inline skating or doing anything like that. And you also understand that headphones are not permitted while you're cycling. I'm going to pick my gender. I'm going to enter in my emergency contact. Here you would enter in the person's name as well as their phone number. You'd enter in your street address. I'm just going to enter in the CHEO Foundation's address here. Enter in the postal code. In Canada, the phone number. Okay, if you need any help, that's my phone number here at work. You can give me a call. Okay, and you also have to agree to the terms and conditions. So I would suggest that you read them. Okay, so this is our waiver of liability for the CN cycle, and you should agree to that. And at this point, if you're just registering yourself, you would continue to confirmation. But if you do want to register another participant, you have the ability to do that here, which is really helpful if you're registering yourself and the rest of your family. So in this example, I'm going to register my son as well. So I'm going to click Save and add another participant. And I'm going to enter in my son's name. Yes, it's Matt LeBlanc. No, it's not, because of Joey from Friends. So we can use the same address for this participant, which makes sense. He does live with us. So I'm going to choose that. If you choose not to click on that, you'll be prompted for an address later on. Relationship to you. So you can register your spouse, your kids, your friends, your coworkers, anybody you want. I'm going to register him as my child. And at this point, I can choose whether or not I'm going to manage this person's fundraising page and receive emails about their progress. So if I choose that, you'll notice that the email address goes away, and that's because the system will create an internal email address for that person, but never use it. So this is great if you want to register somebody, but you don't want them to have to receive all of the information from us. Okay. I'm going to register him as a child fundraiser, and I'm going to continue to next step. So again, all of the information that I entered in for myself, I now have to enter in for Matt. And you're going to see here, if you take a look, it has Matt's information, Matt's fundraising goal. So Matt's fundraising goal is going to be another $500 because I want to get him one of those jackets. I'm not going to make a donation. I'm going to pick a shirt size, pick an event, and now that event doesn't have to be the same event as you, but in this case it will be the same as me. He is my son, his emergency contact is me, and they can contact me here. Okay, and again, I'm agreeing to the terms and conditions on behalf of this person, and at this point I'm only registering myself as well as my son. I'm going to continue to confirmation. So confirmation, again, I think is pretty clear. You can you have two people that I'm confirming the registration for. I'm confirming for Kim, and you can see here, if I click on my name, it gave me all of the information here. And if I've made a mistake, so for example, I put in 35K, whereas for my son, I've got him doing the 15K. So I need to go make the change on mine. We're both going to do the 15K. Click that, make the change, go back to continue to confirmation, go back to mine. You'll see that the event has changed. Okay. I can click on Matt's. I can see that the event's the same, and I can complete the registration. So now I get a nice thank you. It gives me a little page where it shows me the fundraising impact of CN Cycle, the prizes, as well as WestJet tickets. So I can close this, and at this point I'm able to customize my page. So for the point of this walkthrough, we're finished, and I will be creating another walkthrough on how to customize your page. Thanks very much.